Okay folks, my previous 110mm pipe hanging garden failed because the root mass filled those cups and the water couldn't drain through. So I've tried a new system now. Just to give you a bit of an overview, get a bit further away. So I set up a nice big tower with two 200 litre drums on top, 220 litre drums. We've got a swimming pool pump down there, and at the bottom we've got 6 220 litre drums. So what happens is these drums are the reservoir that's filled with the nutrient solution. I've got flow switches on the top. When the drums on top it gets empty, the pump kicks in, it fills up the drums on top, and then those drums, they've got taps. They've got taps on there. Let's see if we can show you closer. There's a separate tap for each downpipe. So pretty much what's going to happen is I can control the flow to each one of my my 110mm hanging gardens. And then I also changed the system a little bit. If you remember last time, I had it bent in so that it formed little pockets. Now the 110mm pipe is 100% open. What I've done is I've just shaped, let's see if we can find one in the shade. If you have a look here, what I've done is I've just shaped the 110mm pipe like that, and then I took a normal 50mm pipe, cut it in this length, and some of them I cut slots and some of them I drilled little holes in them. Not that neat, it was a bit of a struggle, and then they just fit in here like that, and that's where our rock wool cubes are going to go in. You see, I just made a little block there out of fishing line to keep the rock wool cube in place. So the theory is that the water would run down and wet the rock wool cubes. The seedlings will be able to grow, and then the seedlings will take hold in the 50mm pipe. The roots will grow. These are the final ones, actually. That one that you saw there. You see here's one with the holes. There was a lot of drilling, and what I've done is I've bent it on the end open like that, because what I found also last time is when the tomato plants grow over the edge, it's a sharp edge and it actually damages the stem. So I've made them little made it round so that they can actually they don't get caught and they don't get cut. So that's pretty much what it's going to look like. Your plant's going to come out there and hang down on this side. We've got some pumpkins, a whole lot of different heirloom tomatoes, a whole lot of stuff going in there. Right now we're still waiting for some sealant to dry. Some of the drums up top was leaking a bit bad, so I had to seal them. It's going to take another 24 hours. We've got a couple of minor leaks on the plumbing system, but fortunately these little minor leaks, as soon as we've got the nutrient solution in there, what will happen is the nutrient solution will pretty much seal it up itself. Maybe a week or two it'll be leaking. I had this before, and then it finally seals it up itself. Otherwise I have to now empty all these drums and seal it from scratch on the inside. And that's that. I'm going to show you the electric system just now, and hopefully by tomorrow night we'll be able to put the seedlings in. Okay, this is the electrical side. Don't worry, it looks a bit hectic at this stage, just wires everywhere. I'll neaten it up a little bit later. Pretty much what I've got is I've got a Arduino relay board with 8 relays. I'm only using 2 at the moment. but I've got 8 because there's a couple of other things, the watering system, some of the pipes I want to put on different timing schedules and things like that, so that's what I will use those relays for. And then I've got a latching relay that switches on and off the pump. So pretty much what happens is I've got a float switch up top in the bottom of the drum and one at the top of the drum. So when the drum on top gets empty, the float switch in the bottom activates and it switches on the relay, which in turn switches on the latching relay, which in turn switches on the pump. The pump then fills up the whole top, both top drums, until they get to the top where it triggers the float switch. Once the float switch gets triggered, it activates the relay here, which switches off the latching relay. And that's it. I got a nice little box. I'll show you a picture when it's all mounted. But for the moment it's just all open lying around here because I still, like I said, I still need to add some things.